good day, whatever time of the day this finds you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been so long, and there's a lot. In my next video, we're going to do a catch up. We're going to catch up on everything that has been happening, what has been happening in my life. So I'm gonna give you guys, in the next video, I'm gonna give you guys all the tea, the drama, but this specific video, I really just wanted to share something. So I'm this kind of person, right? So when something works for me, either it's just in my life, like advice or things that I've learned from my own experiences, I like to share that with other people. Like, it's more like when I found Jesus. It's like I want everybody to find Jesus because it's working for me, and I understand that it's not gonna be like that, but however, it's just who I am. So with this video, it's really just, this past year and a half has been quite challenging. It's been good, but I'm in a place now where I actually really appreciate the challenges that really came my way. While I was there, it was not sweet, it was not cute at all, but now that I'm in this better space, I'm in this place now where I'm probably not perfect, but I'm okay. I'm now just looking back and appreciating everything that I've gone through. There's nothing that I've gone through that I probably say, "Ah, I regret this," or I'm like, I should have done better with this, I should have done this with that. No, there isn't, honestly. Like, I appreciate each one of my mistakes, each one of my setbacks, each one of my pain, every single one. I really do appreciate. And with this video, I know I said, so I saw from ADHD. So it's kind of like not a mental disorder, but it's just like not a condition, but if you know, or just go look up on it. So that means if I start to talk and I had an idea what I wanted to speak about, I will start to waffle a lot. Like, I will speak about this and come back to this. I'll just be repeating myself, and then I'll forget what I wanted to say. So the only way I'll actually really be organized or say things in a proper order is as if I write down. So this is just my notes that I make before I make a YouTube video, or if I really want to speak about something. So I usually just make my notes, and this actually took me like 2 days to write down, because I just wanted to make sure that when I do make this video, I cover everything. I really missed you guys, and I know you missed me too, but I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm kicking. Okay, so let's get into it. So these things that I'm going to talk about, these are just some of the things that, it's more like a life guideline, like a memo for this life to get through challenges and just to cruise through this life. Okay, so yeah, so one of the most important aspects in our life is the ability to maintain calm and unshaken demeanor. Is a rare and valuable skill that we all need to have. Like, if you can have that, you can literally go through anything in this life. I promise you. It took me a lot. It took me a lot of things that I had to go through for me to get here, but I appreciate, like I said, I really do appreciate every little thing that I had to go through, because I feel like I've grown, I've matured. I just deal with things better, I resonate better, I look at things from really a different perspective from the person that I was probably like a year ago. So this is being in a space where external circumstances do not affect or dictate our inner peace. How do you get to maintain that inner peace? You know something about life, there's a lot of things that we don't have control over. We don't have control over, most of the time, how other people treat us. We don't have control over some of the challenges that come in our path. You don't wake up and you can, so I do like daily affirmations, right? I would wake up and I tell myself all these daily affirmations that nobody's going to affect my peace. I'm going to have a good day. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm a child of God. I shall never lack. I walk in the blessings of God. We can do all that. But then you go to the office or you go somewhere, and then the first person you speak to pisses you or says something that is so mean. And so how do you get through that? How do you ensure that, things that you don't have control over, don't really affect you, and you get to maintain composure and your peace throughout this life, you know. That's really what we're going to dwell on. So to act as if nothing bothers you is to live in a realm of tranquility and unwavering confidence, regardless of the storms that may rage around you. Understanding the concept, truly to grasp the essence of acting as if nothing bothers you. I know this sounds toxic. To act as if nothing bothers you sounds toxic, but however, you can use this to your advantage. So I'm not saying ignore the things that happen around you. No, it's having control. So this video is really just to teach you on how to take back your control, right? So we must first understand the nature of the bothersome event. Life throws at us a myriad of challenges. Those can range from minor to really major, significant problems. However, the impact of this on our emotional state is largely determined by our perception and response. So it is never really about what is happening around us, but rather our response and perception about what is happening. So this is not to deny yourself of the reality, but or suppressing your emotion, but rather cultivating a mindset that prioritizes peace and clarity over reactionary impulses. It's about recognizing that our power lies not in controlling the external world, but in mastering our internal response to it. So this does not take away what is happening or how it makes you feel, but like I said, it's taking back your control on how these things that we don't have control over get to affect us. So this is where we come in with the power of perception. So this is the lens which we view our experiences. It shapes our reality and influences our reactions. Two individuals can go through the same thing, but totally perceive it in a totally different way. So I think I've spoken about that in one of my first videos on here, that you'll find two people going through the same thing, but how they handle it is quite different, right? So really, it's not, the issue is never really about the problem that we think it is. Like that situation that we think is the problem is never really the problem. The problem is your mind, okay? So this involves moving from a victim mentality to one of empowerment. So remember, I used to be that person. I was always a victim. Like I used to victimize myself and feel pity for myself, and then I want other people to feel, you know, all that. But then the moment I shifted away from that victim mentality, I've become so powerful. Like I've taken my power back from a lot of situations, really. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, how can I learn from this situation? How can I grow stronger through this? So this requires constant effort of practice and practice. So it's not something you just listen to now and tomorrow you're already on it. You need to practice it, and you need to be very intentional about this. Like you really need to put in the work. You need to be intentional about wanting to grow and wanting to empower yourself to be a better person. So how do you do this? You begin by observing your words and actions or reactions. Notice when you feel bothered. So that is the first step. So yes, you are bothered. So immediately when you feel bothered, take account of that and upset, and ask yourself, why am I bothered? Is it truly the event, or is it my interpretation of it that is causing me distress? Like what I said, is it really the event, or is it your interpretation of it that is causing you distress? So by dissecting your thoughts, you can begin to reframe your perception on things. It's okay. Like to reframe yourself is to grow really, and to change your perception on how you see things and how you view these kind of things. So try to choose more an empowering interpretation of something. Like try to be more positive. Try to dwell yourself more on a side that grows you and empowers you in this situation. So that is where we bring in the art of detachment. This is my favorite thing to do, because it took me a lot to learn how to detach myself from situations, to learn how to detach myself from people, from outcomes, from situations. But I'm so glad. I feel like since I've learned this, I feel so powerful. Like I feel like I have control again over my mind, over my emotions, and over my life. And having control, really, that is the first step that you start with. So the art of detachment, this is the key element in acting as if nothing bothers you. It is the ability to separate your inner peace from external circumstances. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means maintaining your equilibrium. So you need to maintain some sort of equilibrium in your life and not allowing external events to dictate your emotional states. Remember, I said certain things you don't have control over. Yes, Papa, close. Close, Papa. Certain things you don't have control over, right? So how do you then take back your power and still maintain your peace in this situation? So it's the ability to separate your inner peace from external circumstances. I've said that detachment does not mean indifference. It means maintaining your equilibrium and not allowing external events to dictate your emotional state. Detachment can be cultivated through mindfulness and self-awareness. Practice observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Obviously, if you judge yourself, other people will judge you, right? So you need to be very easy on yourself. What you want other people to treat you, you need to first start by treating yourself like that, so other people can extend it to you, right? So when you encounter a bothersome situation, take a step back and breathe. Breathe. It helps. I know it looks stupid right now, but it really does help. Allow yourself to feel the emotion, but do not become your emotions. That is very important. Do not become an angry person because somebody made you angry. Do not become upset now the whole day you are like looking down and upset because somebody upsetted you. No, learn to detach yourself from things that happen around us and have that. But it takes a lot. But when you start to practice it daily, small steps, you start to see later that when it all adds up, you become empowered to be this person. So you acknowledge your emotions, you acknowledge their presence, and let them pass, right? Let them pass. Because what does it help to dwell on someone that upset you? What do? Nothing. You can express yourself, tell them whatever you want to tell them, all that. It doesn't change what happened. It probably won't even change them. They can still come and upset you tomorrow, and then what? So other people, that means other people have power over you, and that is where this the balance is now off with your emotions. Take back your power. Take back your power. Take back your power, okay? Meditation and mindfulness practices are powerful tools in developing detachment. Mindfulness, being aware of what is happening, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, like being aware and having control over that. And meditation, we all know how to meditate. Like, it depends now. Positive talk, positive affirmation, breathing in, breathing out. That is all meditation. Do things, be intentional about wanting to be in a better space, So this trains your mind to stay present and centered even in the midst of turmoil. I really encounter a lot of different things in a day. Like, I'd have people at work or just people that say things that I'm not happy with, but really, like, learning this and being aware, being mindful about what is happening. Immediately I grasp, look, Sarah, this has nothing to do with you. The person has said that. It doesn't mean it's true. That is their reality of you. But what is your reality of yourself? Go down, sit with yourself, speak to yourself, and grasp out of it. Take whatever you need to take out of that situation and grasp out of it. Don't become your emotions, okay? So by practicing this, you'll find that you are less reactive and more composed in the face of challenges. So building inner strength. We are now going to build the inner strength, okay? So this is the resilience that allows you to withstand adversity and come out stronger. Inner strength is not inherent. It's not an inherent trait. You don't inherit it. You're not born with it. It's something you have to work to become. It's something you have to do, to put in work to get to that point of being mentally strong, okay? Nobody's born strong, honestly. Like, somebody said, oh, you're so strong, like your mom. You got it from your mom. No, honey. My mom is strong. I am strong. But I had to learn to be strong. I had to work to be the person that I am. Okay, I don't like to be called strong, but I'm just saying, I didn't get it from her. It's not something that's in my DNA to be strong. No. I put in the work, okay? I put in the work. I put in the effort. I'm intentional. I don't like to dwell on things, I do what I have to do to get myself to be in a better space. So I didn't get it from nobody. Yeah, from God, yes, but not definitely not from my mom. So it is developed through experience and conscious effort. Experience. I've been through hell and fire. And like I said, it's okay that I've been through those things. I am glad that I did, because those things made me the woman I am today. And I feel like I'm a high value woman now because, yeah, I'm a child of God, first of all. So that makes me a princess, a queen, and a high value person. I've grown, I've matured so significant. I think I've also experienced life at a very young age. So we also thank God for that. So another thing again to build inner strength is to celebrate small wins and achievements. This helps you to reinforce your capabilities, whatever it is. Even when you realize that you usually behave in a certain way and now you behave in a positive way, and then you realize that you are now that person, clap for yourself, baby girl, baby boy, or whatever. Clap for yourself. Celebrate small wins. You got a certificate, or you've got a compliment from a client, or just anything that you feel like is good. Celebrate yourself. If you want to do it loud, make 2 pages social media post celebrating that small win. Okay, you are allowed to do that, and it's okay. That's how you build inner strength. You're actually validating yourself. Okay, another aspect of inner strength is self-care. I'm number one in that. I think I even take it overboard. I'm the queen of self-care. I have 3 kids, but I'm one person that has maintained the balance of really taking care of myself. You'll never catch me slacking. You will not catch me slacking. If you see me and something, I don't know, but you hardly catch me slacking when it comes to taking care of myself. I make sure, I look good. I make sure I do the things that I love. I make sure I spend time with myself. I make sure, I really take care of myself, really. And the first step in taking care of yourself is taking care of your mind, and then you proceed with the rest, the physical and whatnot, exercise and drinking water. Obviously your health also plays a role in your mental health. And then practice activities that nourish your soul, things that you love to do. If you love to go hiking, if you love to nature, whatever, go and do that. Spend some time alone and just go do that. If you love to hang out with your friends, if you love to be in a certain place, go and do it and replenish your soul so that you can be a healthy person for the community. Okay, so take time to unwind by taking care of yourself and build a reservoir of strength that you draw upon in time of need. So when you take care of your strength, when you take care of yourself, you become mentally strong because you are now replenished so that you can handle everything or anything that ever comes your way. So also another thing is embracing change. Change is inevitable. That's one word that I struggle to say. Inevitable. Okay. And unpredictable. To become emotional strong, you must learn how to embrace change rather than to resist it. Resisting change will not change the fact that the change is going to happen. Okay, resistance to change creates friction and stress. It does. Don't resist it. Allow it to come as it is and just be in the moment. Whereas acceptance and adaptability leads to growth and resilience. When faced with change, focus on aspects that you can control. Like I said, things that you can control, use that. Use that. Accept that change is a part of life and allow yourself to flow with the change. I always say, there's something that I always like to say. When the music tune changes, you gotta keep dancing. So if you are dancing on a piano and then they bring in kwaito, my friend, change with them. Don't go complain and say, why are you changing to kwaito? Dance, change to kwaito. Okay, I said that change is a part of life, allows you to flow with it. The more comfortable you become with change, the more comfortable you will be when it occurs. So as you practice it, you become more aware. So faith and belief, this is my favorite part. Faith and belief plays a very important role in maintaining your inner peace. And I specifically, my faith is a Christian, right? And I believe in God. Believing in God and having faith that He will always work things out for my good, and constantly reminding yourself. It's one thing to believe something, but you need to kind of just screw it in your head every day and every time something happens. Like, there's something that I like to do. I like to breathe in and out when someone does something, or when I'm upset. I like to breathe in and out and remind myself of the promises of God. I'm a child of God. My God is with me. You know, God give me strength to deal with it. I like to do that, and that really keeps me grounded. So, to know where His power that is in control, oh faith, and He'll always work things out for my good, and constantly reminding yourself of His promises and His word. Philippians 29:11. It said, God promised me a life of abundance. I forgot the exact words. You see, when I don't write down, but I'm sure after this video I'll remember. Guys, it's tough. So that my God loves me. He'll always take care of me, and He'll give me the strength I need to go through whatever life throws my way. So those are the things. You need to be grounded in something. You need to believe. You need to have a certain type of belief and faith. And obviously, I'm going to say God, because that is what helps me. That is what works for me. And yeah, so believing in God provides you a dance of support and strength to know where is the power that is in control of your life. The power that is within you is greater than anything that you'll ever face. God has already given you everything that you need, hey? When you realize that, when you start to tap into that, you realize how much power you actually have. Every strength that we are seeking, every day that we want to have, you already have it. God has already given it to you. God has already placed it into your heart to navigate every challenge. So this helps you remain unbothered by external events, knowing that you serve a God that takes care of everything, knowing that you already have it within you to face this challenge and always come out victorious, because the battle has already been won for you on the cross, so that you live this life as a victor. You will always win as a child of God. That's one thing. You will always win as a child of God. Remind yourself of this, that you will come out of that you are a winner. You are born a victor. Come on, there's no way. It doesn't matter how long it takes. The longer it takes, the bigger whatever it is that you're going to be in. So that's what I always tell myself. The bigger the blessing, the bigger the breakthrough. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the breakthrough. And that's what I've always experienced in my life. Really, it has never been further from that. So develop emotional intelligence. You gain greater control over your emotion and reaction, and deeper understanding of your emotional landscape. You start by practicing self-awareness. I think I've tapped into that a little bit. Being self-aware, knowing yourself. Like, I get easily triggered by certain things, and when they do happen, you become aware of it. Okay, cool. Or I'm this person, I don't like certain things like this, but when I don't like them, I don't have control over other people not doing them. So what am I going to do to not let it affect me? So it's just really knowing yourself, knowing the things that you like and don't like, and also creating boundaries for people not to step on your toes. Okay, so pay attention to your emotions and the things that trigger you. Reflect on how your emotions influence your thoughts and behaviors. By understanding your emotional patterns, you can anticipate and manage your reactions more effectively. So empathy is another element in maintaining emotional intelligence. It allows you to understand. Okay, baby. Empathy is another element in maintaining emotional intelligence. It allows you to understand and connect with others on a deeper level. When you empathize with other people, you know, it's okay to be a better person. It's okay to have control of these emotions now. But how are you treating other people? So all these things that I'm saying, they all come down in one package. You literally need to work on each one of them to be in that state of not letting things bother you. You also have to account to other people and how you treat other people. Okay, so how you connect with others on a deeper level. When you empathize with others, you are less likely to take their actions personally or feel bothered by their behavior. Instead, you can respond with compassion and understanding. Cultivate a positive mindset in your daily life. It is the ability to focus on the good even in challenging situations. That's already obvious. When you're a positive person, you don't really get affected as much, because you try to see the good in every situation that comes your way. Okay, I don't want to make this video long, so we're just gonna go through. about choosing to see opportunities and blessings. Yeah, choose to see opportunities and blessings. Okay, and it doesn't mean you're ignoring the difficult situation that is at hand or the challenges, but you're just choosing to see the opportunities and blessings within the situation that is at hand. Practice gratitude daily. Reflect on things that you're think. That is one thing. In the morning, practice gratitude. Ne? If you are in a place of gratitude, you attract blessings. That's just one thing I picked up. Every day, there's always something to be grateful for, guys. There's always something to be grateful for. Even if it's just that breath that you're taking. You see? That nice, clean oxygen. That is something to be grateful for. Having to eat, that is a blessing. Take something good every day. Write down 10 things that you're grateful for. Then you'll start being more positive about life. Because when you're just a complaining person and ungrateful and whatnot, that is exactly what you'll attract, really. Your mindset, your life will be as good as your mindset, really. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking or bothersome to what is abundant and joyful. Surround yourself with positive influences. This is always what I say. I don't like negative people. I don't like to be around negative people. Because you see, when you're a child of God, I say you must be a little bit delusional. Children of God, we are very delusional. You see? But that delusional is what keeps us steadfast, okay, and strong, and just going, cruising through this life. So there's always something good to take out of anything, no matter how bad. If you're in the hospital dying, there's something to take out of that, I promise you, okay? And inspire you. Surround yourself with positive influences, encourage people, and then engage with people who uplift and inspire you, really, like people like me. I'm kidding. But yeah, be around people that are positive. Be around people that inspire you, people that encourage you, people that are for your growth. Stay away from complainers. Stay away from negatives. Stay away from people that are always talking about negative things. You need a little bit of delusion in your life, like you have zero balance in your account, but you are looking for a house to buy. You see, that kind of delusion. Yeah, consume content that encourages growth. For example, my TikTok name, my FYP. Honestly, like, it's very unlikely that I come across something negative because of the things that I watch. 90% of my content on TikTok is mostly Christian videos, things that inspire, things that encourage, the word of God. And I'm so glad. I don't even regret having TikTok. I'm actually learning a lot from it. So I like that kind of content. I'm on social media for that content, actually. So try to stay away from, if there's something on social media that disturbs you, unblock it, cancel it, or whatever, remove it from your page, okay? And just try to shift more on things that will grow you. Stay away from movies, content, and people that bring you negative feelings. Stay away. You have the power to control what you bring in, what you allow and consume in your mind. Yeah, unbothered by negativity. The power of forgiveness. This is very important. The power of forgiveness, So remember, all these things will all boil down together. Holding on to grudges and resentment creates emotional turmoil and disrupts your inner peace. Forgiveness frees you. Forgiveness frees you from the burden of negative emotion and allows you to move forward with grace and serenity. Forgiveness begins with you. You first begin by forgiving yourself. How sometimes we end up in situations, I guess it's okay. Forgive yourself for allowing people to treat you in a certain way. Forgive yourself first, and then forgiveness begins with you. There's nothing to do with others, the other person. Either they are sorry or remorseful. So forgive yourself, forgive other people. Either they are sorry or not remorseful or whatnot, forgive them. Because remember, forgiveness is mostly for you. It is a benefit to you, not to the other person. Acknowledge your mistakes and understand that self-compassion is essential for healing and growth. By forgiving yourself, you create a sense of self-love and resilience. Really, like, be empathetic. How you want the other person to treat you, ne? First, treat yourself like that. You want other people to forgive yourself. Treat yourself with that love, that all that love that you want to give to those toxic people. Give it to yourself, okay? Forgive yourself. Love yourself. Value yourself. all that. Do those things that you do to people that don't deserve it. Do them to yourself first. Then you see how valuable you become as a person. Okay? Holding on to unforgiveness yields resentment and harms you more than the other person. Release the need for revenge and retribution. It does not help. I promise you. I I used to be a tit for tat. Hey, those that know me know this. You will not do anything to me and it goes, I will not leave it alone. And whatever I'm going to come to you with me, it is planned and orchestrated very well that it's going to double the hurt that you brought me. I was that person. And guess what? After being vengeful, I was still miserable. I was still angry. I was still upset. You see, it does not help. And guess who it was harming? It was harming me. Because when you're resentful, you're angry, you're upset, you're just not a happy person. So letting go, just allow God to take you. Exodus 14:14. God will fight for you, my dear. And he really does. Let it go. Let it go and move on with it. People are people. People will hurt you. Situations will hurt you and whatnot. That's okay. It has nothing to do with you. You focus on you, your mental health, and the things that you can control. And let go of things that you can't. Let go of things that you can't control. Okay, let me get going. Choose to let go doesn't mean you condone their behavior, but rather freeing yourself from their emotional grip. Communication, express yourself and allow others to express themselves freely, and be present and accept other people's different perspective. Listen with understanding and not to respond. That was me. Before you're already done, I already have an answer for you. In fact, when you're speaking, I'm already thinking of an answer instead of actually focusing on what you're saying. That is bad, guys. So I'm really learning to, I like, you'll be done, I won't have an answer, and then I had to think about what you said so I can just respond properly. So I am learning to now listen, be more attentive to other people. The way I want to be treated is the way I'm learning to treat other people, and it gives me such a fulfilling, like a fulfilling feeling. I don't know if that's right. Like, I just feel good about myself when I do that, when I give on to others what I want to be given onto me, really. I listen with understanding and not to respond, and avoid reactive and defensive language. I was Mrs. Defensive. You can never tell me nothing. You can never tell me, you can never correct. Oh, guys, I can't believe I was that person, but we thank God for growth. We thank God for growth, man. It's such amazing to look back and to see how I see things now, and I'm like, what? No ways. Embrace vulnerability. This is strength. When you're vulnerable, you're strong. Okay? Never, if you cry as a man or a woman, if you cry, if you do all that, embrace it. If you are open and maybe you overshare, just embrace your vulnerability. Embrace being weak. You know, ne? Meekness is strength. There's a difference between being weak and being meek. Okay? So this is strength, as more people will view it. Expressing yourself honestly about your feelings and experiences it is the courage to be more authentic and accepting yourself fully. You free yourself from the fear of judgment and rejection by embracing vulnerability. You become resilient because you're not hiding behind a facade. More like when after my divorce, I shared a little bit of my story on my Instagram. It was there for a while, but I removed it now because after I've healed, I'm just like, it's no longer worth it, you know, because people used to ask me a lot, why are you not having your ring on? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. So what I decided, I didn't want to deal with people asking me. I just put on the whole story and whatever. Yeah. So at that point, I was like, even if people talk about me behind my back, I don't care, because I'm the one that put it out there myself. So you can't even gossip. Excuse me. You can't even gossip. You can't come to me and say, who was saying this? I put it out there myself. Like, I literally put my life out there. I probably don't have secrets because it's all out there. So there's nothing that you can come to me. You can't use anything against me because you can't judge, because I'm the one that put it out there. So yeah, I guess for me that just worked. Doesn't mean it will work for you, but that worked for me. So you can do this however you want, but do it with people that you are open or trust. Really, you need to have someone somewhere that you can be vulnerable with. You cannot do this alone. You can be vulnerable with God, that is the first step, but you need to have people also in your corner that you can just, you know, be vulnerable with and just be open to. I'm open to the whole world, but it's not everyone that's like that. But you need to have a support system or someone somewhere out there that you can really just be vulnerable and open up to freely and be yourself and express yourself, so you can just, it's easier to let go when you share things with other people. So practice respect. We are done with this. I'm just running through, guys. I'm realizing that I was actually writing a lot. We have another page, and this is all just writing. I'm like, how did I end up writing all these things? Practice respect and honesty with others. Maintain healthy relationships. Respect the opinions of others even when they differ from yours. Approach conversations with an open mind and willingness to understand the other person's perspective. Avoid jumping to conclusions or reaching defensively or reacting defensively. Instead, ask questions and seek clarity. Don't always be defensive. Don't be the old me, okay? Let's all work together to be better people for ourselves, for our family, for the community. I honestly, that is my goal. I want to be a better person. I want people to have a good experience of me. Really, like, I want people to experience me in a positive way. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that with everyone, but at least I want to try. I want to be a good person to, in a society, I want to contribute to someone's mental health being in a better state instead of taking it away, okay? So let's work together. I'm not there yet. I'm not perfect, but I'm somewhere, and that somewhere is, we are heading somewhere in a good direction, okay? And like I said, I'll always celebrate myself, and right now we are celebrating for the growth, okay? Yeah. Manage conflict gracefully and focus on the issue at hand instead of attacking the person you are at conflict with. Sarah, why were you that person? But yeah, I'm so glad. I think I must make copies and share these things. I'll make copies for you guys, because guys, growing is so good. Growth is good. Having control over your mind is the best thing ever. Manage conflicts gracefully and focus on the issue at hand instead of attacking the person you had conflict with. Validate the other person's feelings, even if you don't agree with their viewpoint. I used to believe whatever I believe in was the correct way, was the right way. It's that way or there's no other way, right? But then I'm really learning to listen to other people's views and whatever it is, and just to validate them that it's okay for the person to think like that, really. It's okay for you to think like that. So validate other people's opinion and then bring in your own without invalidating theirs, okay? Embrace life's impermanence. Everything in life changes and nothing is meant to last forever. When you know this, you will know nothing is meant to last forever. When you just embrace change and the impermanence that life brings, nothing is meant to last forever. When you accept this, both good and bad times are temporary. You become less attached to outcomes and be more present in each moment. Just being present. I really just live in the moment. I live in the moment. I just enjoy the moment that I'm in. Whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm just present in that moment. I don't overthink of tomorrow or whatever. God takes care of tomorrow. Be in the moment. If you're with your friend, be in that moment. Don't overthink of tomorrow. If you're in a relationship or you are trying to get to know someone, just get to know them. Don't think how he's gonna hurt you or how she's gonna hurt you, or how she's gonna be this mean. No, love the person or whatever situation it is, and just be in that moment. Maybe you're even dying tomorrow, at least you got to do that, right? So just learn to be in the moment and embrace things and change as it comes, and knowing that life is just like that. Learn to cruise through life as it changes, you know. Letting go of attachment, possessions and outcomes and people. Practice detachment by recognizing that your happiness and inner peace are not dependent on external factors. It doesn't mean you should not care or invest in people, or your goals, but rather you should not allow yourself to be tied to them. So separate yourself. Don't allow yourself to be tied to people. Yes, you love this person, you love your children, you love your family, and all that, but don't go fall when this person leaves you and then now you want to kill yourself and whatnot. Don't be tied too much to people like that, okay? Learn to understand that sometimes certain things are not meant to last forever. Our loved ones are taken away and they die and all that, and we have to learn how to move on from this kind of emotions, situations, and relationships, and all that. And I'm not saying don't feel grief, don't feel hurt. I also feel grief, I still feel hurt, I still get hurt, but grasping out of it as soon as you can helps you stay grounded and just creates that equilibrium in your life. Letting go of attachment frees you from loss and disappointment. Be fully present and live in that moment. This allows you to not focus on the past mistakes and anxiety of the future. Be humorous and lighthearted. I would say have a heart of a child, lighthearted. Like, find humor. If someone hurts you or someone says something mean, maybe go and laugh about it or something. I'm kidding, but just be humorous. Have a sense of humor. Find something funny in something that was not funny, something that upsets you, just laugh about it. Maybe make a meme about it and share it, even if and then you'll start seeing that life is not that deep. It's not as serious as we take it, guys. It's really not that deep. Laugh and find joy in things that you can't control. The final thing, self-reflection. Self-reflection, guys, very vital for personal growth. Regularly reflect on your emotions and actions. You gain deeper insight into yourself, your actions, and reactions. Self-awareness allows you to make conscious choices that align with your values, goals. Okay? Self-reflection. You need to be able to journal daily on your day. If you don't do it daily, do it weekly. Journal on your week, okay? Get a journal, self-reflection. I have a couple of those. If you need help on how you can do that, holler at me and I'll help you, okay? Because I'm into people becoming better for the society. I'm so tired of this society of people just being mean and hurting each other and what. Let's help make, and like, life is already not as easy, but if you can help another person maintain their mental sense and their sense of self or whatever, then you have contributed to the society. Okay, take time each day to write about your experiences, your thoughts, your feelings, and why things bother you. Explore ways to reframe your perspective on these things that bother you. This gives you a safe space to gain clarity. Always try to understand yourself, understanding your emotions. Find a way to deal with these emotions when they come again. You can't tell me something bothers you today, next week it's bothering you, the next month is bothering you, then you're not doing anything about it. Then you like to be bothered, actually. Yeah. And finally, embrace the journey. Just, guys, I keep saying life is not that deep, okay? Just embrace it as it comes, with all its pains and sufferings and good and bad and what. Embrace it all. The same way you embrace the good, embrace the bad, my friend. The same way, because bad, there's no good without bad, there's no bad without good. You feel me? Yeah, so just embrace the journey, man. Just cruise through this life. If you listen to my video now and you don't have a notebook writing these things and trying to change your life from tomorrow, then you like to live the life that you are living. Then you like to be in distress, you like to be depressed or whatever, anxious. You like it. Because if you don't like it, you will do something about it. Understand that each challenge contributes to your growth and development. Whenever you're facing a challenge, just understand that that situation, it will contribute to you becoming a better person. Just look at me. I was not a good person. I won't even lie. Okay, I was not entirely bad, okay? But I was not the best. I take accountability for the hurt that I've caused other people, the things that I've done to other people. I was not, like, I was very reactive, defensive. Yeah, at least there's a video on some of the things that I struggled with. But looking at the person that I am now, we thank God for those things, because that is why I'm making this video. It is because of those challenges that I've gone through, is why I'm able to share everything, is how I'm able to help other people get through this life that is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Life is good, guys. It's not as deep as we really take it, and things are not as deep as we take them. All right, so all the best with your journey to growth and development. Be intentional and just embrace the journey. Just embrace it all, the good, the bad. Live in it. Don't try to pray situations away. Have strength to go through those situations and allow them to pass with their time, and just do what you have to do, what you have control over. Okay, I love you guys. Ciao. See you next time. Next time I'm gonna come with the tea. There's so much that has happened in my life in the past month since my previous video. I need to fill you guys in. I might be getting married soon. You never know. I'm kidding. Yeah, but yeah, we thank God, man. Oh, God is so good, guys. God is good. God is amazing. I can't talk about how God is good and I don't tear up, honestly. Sorry. God is good, guys. Like, He's so good. And I pray that everybody gets to experience that, get to find Him. And it's beautiful. It is the best thing that I found, you know, in my life. Whatever brought me there, whatever took me there, I'm thankful for that experience. Bye.